This is an RFMCE production. Reginald.
Peaches, yeah, she was unusually large to the point that you could hear the chair, making a sound like it's about to get ready to, to break, like he warning you, like I'm on my last leg. I'm trying to tell you. I thought I told ya. But anyway, I'm like, I don't know what to do, but try to direct her this way. And I was at my brother's, and my brother was out for a minute, so I didn't plan on everything to take off like it did, but all I can say is that, getting on top is impossible, and being on the bottom is dangerous. So you got to hang around somewhere in the middle where you can kind of balance it out. You feel like you on top of the world for real, but like whirling around on a big old ball, like what is it, Ringling Brothers, and bottom I'm betting. What is it? Like, come see something you ain't never seen, but I can promise you that.
One look at those fries, and there I see a double
Big
bacon
Peaches,
cheeseburger. Look at me.
was just like, her name, said, big, but I don't, as far as the Peaches is concerned, she been ate them. But anyway, what began as I don't know what it was. It was actually something I was trying to prove to myself. I went online, and for those of you all who do online, they don't do it. Ooh, somebody help. They told me that a white man had a face like a human, but all of a sudden in 2005, folks want to start eating tilapia. Where it come from? I don't know. But anyway, so I want you to go fix me some tilapia. And so, class, as I explained to you, what we have here is the circumference of big Peaches, from her, from side to side. It was like halfway around, literally around the globe. You know what I'm saying? You got a question? Hey, don't play with me, man. When I first saw Big Peaches, I couldn't help but wonder if I hadn't been drinking the same thing that Dumbo had been drinking. You remember when he was drunk? Because I thought you had to be in that state of mind to see an elephant, you know what I'm saying, wearing a tutu. But anyway, and speaking of tutu, she actually favors that the guy that made that song. Don't mess with my tutu. Don't. Oh, but anyway, she was the album cover for the single that I had produced years back, called "Sipping." What it was, cruising down the street. Yeah, cruising down the street, smoking sausage, sipping on a waterbed full of drink. But anyway, that's what she looked like. So anyway, Big Peaches. It was only room enough for me and her on a one-man blow-up bed. Oh boy, it was a sight to behold, and a sight for so wide. You could contain it. I'm talking about, she was so big. She was one of the people that drank that real watered down juice in them gallon jugs. And drank the whole thing and be sitting on a rocking chair and you can hear it sound like the ocean. But anyway, I'm sure that's pretty relaxing. Let's just sit down and listen to that. But I ain't. But anyway, imagine being hemmed up by an elephant on his hind leg in a shotgun house. But oh, Lord have mercy. He detoured her with an apple. He threw her a curveball. And then somebody threw a real baseball and knocked out. Anyway, while she was eating the apple. But anyway, watch out for flying balls. Okay, not that they care, but because they don't want you to sue them. But for some big girl falling out, then they can and they can't get her up. They ain't finna get her up. Anyway, I'm like, is that your wife? Hell no. Ooh, that's my coworker. But anyway, and she's moving. And she come with the music like that. And so the rendezvous with Big Peaches would end, in such a terrible way. What started as a bet with myself, and I won. But I'm saying Bird Doodle don't come my way, but Big Peaches, I'll never forget her. How can you? She left a lasting impression on my mind. You know what I'm saying? When she sat on my head and she didn't see me because I was taking a nap. But everything went dark, and I feel like the walls were closing in. But that was just her. You know what I'm saying? The weight. You know what I'm saying, of her. Pressing down on my rib cage. But anyway. You know, I ended up getting into some trouble. I went to Old Charlie's. They said I caused a scene. I don't know what happened. I don't remember. But you know, all I know is you know, the police asked me for my social, man, and I already knew I had a warrant. You know, I said, I told my wife, I said, I'm finna run. And she said, you better not. And I said, he said, what's your social? I said, 416. I was gone. Man, I'm talking about, but you know, it had been a long time since I ran like that. Man, I was out of shape, and my top was heavier than my bottom, and so it's like it was running faster than my legs. So, and he was on me. I'm talking about the old police. And so the Heineken and my cigarettes, which I did smoke at the time, you know, went in the air. And you know, I had some, you know, weed on me and everything, but I've long since but delivered from that way of life. But it wasn't until it was too late that I realized, I gave my phone to my wife. You know, we had been separated for about a year, so I had been in Atlanta. That's where I met Big Peaches. You know, so I guess, you know, I wasn't thinking. He said, "You want to give your phone to your wife?" And went back to Tennessee where my wife was, and got up there, and we went out to eat at Applebee's. And they say I raised my voice. You know, I don't remember. You know, it wasn't me. It was the Incredible. You know, but that, you know, what better way to, you know, get white folks to call the police, you know, than for a black man to raise his voice. So next thing I know, police pulled up. Asked me for my social, you know. I knew I had some stuff going on, you know, in the court, and so I told my wife, I said, I'm finna run, and she said, and I was like, then I started, that made me want to run even more, but anyway, into a full-fledged sprint. But so I took, so he said, what's your social? I said, he said, you got an ID on you? Mm-mm. What's your social? 416. Pew! And then I was off. But I mean, I was off to a good start. But you know, as I've gotten older, I've noticed that my top has began to outweigh my bottom. So therefore, the top is trying to go faster than the bottom can get. And you know, and so the top is going this way, the bottom still behind, and it's an old police, you know, closing in on me, and you know he took me to the ground. So anyway, they took me in, you know. So you know, I end up in there. So they said, "You want to give your wife your cell phone?" This is where I messed up at, and I said, "Yeah." I wasn't thinking. And as we were driving away, and I'm looking at her out the window, I know that it's just a matter of time before she go through that phone, and she did, you know. You know, and I just said, no. I was hoping that she didn't. I was really hoping she didn't, but I knew the chances of that was very slim. I was in there worried to death. So I finally got a phone call. I was like, baby, I'm so glad to hear your voice. They finally let me get a phone call, but I need you to go down there. She said, tell Peaches to get you out. And I said, oh, you know about that? Oh, baby, that wasn't nothing. We'll talk about that when I get out. But she said, tell Peaches to get you out. She said, first I want to know why. Then I want to know how. Big Peaches look like that nigga 8-ball on top of the world, whirl around on a big old ball. She didn't tell me just how many pluses. She just said she a plus size girl, and to the biggest thug of all, my nigga Peaches.